new video. My new video is going to be about my favourite 80s teen films of my collection. This is just a few of them, but I'm going to review more in the future because I've just picked literally a couple which I've seen. I've got much more, but I'll do that in a later time. The first one I'm going to review is Round Empty with River Phoenix. This is literally about his parents are on the run from the FBI because they bombed a napalm lab years ago because they're anti-war activists and they thought they would like, try and stop the war. And they've been on the run with him and his little brother have been on the run with their parents for about 20 years roughly after including the Phoenix and basically he goes to a new town, meets a new school and he meets a girl and they become friends and stuff and basically it's deciding if he wants to stay with his parents and making decisions if he wants to stay with his parents or if he's on the run or pursue his new life being a pianist because he's quite a talented pianist. This is a really good film. I recommend it for anyone. I wouldn't say it is a teen comedy. I mean a teen 80s film, but it's definitely everyone could watch it. It's definitely recommended. I recommend you watch it. Running Empty. My next film I'm going to review is Dance Till Dawn with Christina Applegate, Matthew Perry, Elisa Milano, Kelsey Grammer, Tracy Golden, Tempest Fleetwood. Basically, this film's about a high school prom, and the coolest guy in school asks out a nerd whose parents are all very religious and stuff. So because he's heard that she's a sure thing, that she's easy and stuff. So goes out of her, and then there's other stories the popular girl meets a nerd who likes astronomy, and they like each other, and the girl's mum and dad are trying to find a daughter because they wouldn't let him go to the prom, but she just went anyway. Yeah, this is another really great film. I don't know if a lot of people have heard of it, but it's a TV made movie, but it's very good acting. It's definitely one of my favourites. I recommend anyone. It's hard to get in the UK and America. It's quite expensive. This is one of my own DVD I made of it, but I recommend if you can get hold of it, buy it. It's a very good film. And the next one, a lot of people have heard this film, Revenge of the Nerds. Everyone basically knows a plot about them. About it's the brains versus the jock. I mean, brains versus the jocks. And they, in the end, they have a massive standoff. They make their own song. Everyone should know about this film. It's a really good film. One of my favourites. One of the classics of the 80s. Yeah. Next one is another one people have heard of. National Lampoon's Vacation with Chevy Chase, and there's a small appearance of John Candy where his family want to go to Wally World, which is a big theme park in America, and they find things in the way. It's just another good one. Recommended for everyone who wants to. This is probably the best National Lampoon film in my opinion. Yeah, it's good. Adventure Babysitting, where Elizabeth Shue is in a lot of 80s films. Is looking after neighbours' kids, but all things go wrong. They get chased by criminals, their car breaks down, all the chaos, everything. Really good film. Another one I recommend. One of my favourites as well. Everyone should definitely get this film. Next one is Risky Business with Tom Cruise. His parents go out of town for a few days. They go on holiday, I think, and he decides to get a cool girl in, and it all spirals out of control. It eventually turns into a brothel. Another really good one. I saw this one quite recently, and I was quite surprised how good it was because it wasn't people don't consider it the best 80s teen comedy, but it's one of my favourites. Definitely recommended, especially people like Tom Cruise. Another one which a lot of people have heard of with Red Dawn. It's just like a war movie kind of, but there are these. I think it's the Russians maybe or some guerrilla warfare army come to their town and take over the whole town, and there's these kids, about 5 or 6 of the kids who are on the run, and they're trying to fight the war themselves. Another good film, recommended. The next one is Maternity Vacation with Tim Robbins. Yeah, and this is another one where they go like these frat house boys who go to Palm Springs to like obviously get laid, the typical what you expect. Another really good one, and they go rivals to see if they can get this one girl with these other two men, and it's just like they're trying to get the same girl. Another good one, recommended. Another one a lot of people don't talk about, but definitely see this one. I've talked this in my other review, License to Drive. Everyone, if you want to check it out, long review, go on my channel. Another really good one, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Definitely, probably my top 5 favourite film of all time. Next one is Summer Rental, which I've also done a video on, which is another one of my favourite films of all time, my absolute top 5. Starring John Candy, goes on a vacation with his family. All things happen, yeah. Next one is Lucas with Corey Haim, and he basically gets because he's small and stuff, he gets bullied, but then he falls in love with like an older girl, but it's just another really good coming of age drama, which is pretty good. Another good one, which is recommended. It's probably one of the second best Corey Haim film. Really good film, and Kerry Green from The Goonies is in it. Yeah. The next one is Night of the Comet with, I'm not sure who they are. Anyway, it's basically it gets a comet obviously comes down and like everyone's like dead basically, and it's just these two girls who are like looking for people who are like recover people, and they typical cheesy 80s movie. There's zombies and they meet men and stuff like that, and they try and kill like the zombies. Another really good film, recommended. You can get this is out on UK DVD as well. Next one is Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. Basically Tom Hanks meets this girl in a boating accident. He falls in love with her, but finds out she's a mermaid. Another really good classic 80s film. You've also got appearance of John Candy in this one. Definitely recommended. Next one is, and everyone's probably seen this film, Big, but this has to be one of my favourite films. Another great film. It's just like a sweet film. It's just I love it so much. It's got Tom Hanks and Elizabeth Perkins. I don't really explain it. He's a boy. He wakes up as a 30-year-old, and he's a 30-year-old, wakes up as a 30-year-old, and then he like goes to work and all that. Another really good film. The next one is with Tom Hanks. Another good film, Bachelor Party. Which obviously he's going to a friend's bachelor party because he's having a wedding. Obviously, another really good 80s film. Definitely recommend this one. Really funny. The next one is Midnight Madness with there's quite some famous people. David Norton, who was in American Werewolf in London. Michael J. Fox has a small appearance, and there's a guy now, I believe, might be in The Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know now. And it's another it's early 80s film, but it's like more of a kids team film, but it's like a competition that they get given. It's just a good 80s film. Definitely recommend this film. I posted the main theme song on my channel if anyone wants to hear that. Good soundtrack, good theme song. Right, the next one is, and this is probably my another top 5 favourite, is Last American Virgin. It's just basically three blokes who want to get lose their virginity. But then one of them, the main guy, sees a girl who he falls in love with, but then his mate, who's a bit of like a ladies' man, gets her pregnant and dumps her. Gets rid of her because he doesn't want his marriage responsibility. So he has a fight with his friend and all that, and he looks after her. But it's just you have to watch this film, really good. The first half of it is literally just a normal like sex comedy, then it turns serious, and the ending is actually very good because it's unique for these sort of films. It's actually very underrated, and I definitely recommend this film. Last but not least is Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School, starring Rodney Dangerfield, obviously. Robert Downey Jr. is in this as well, and basically he breaks up. He's basically with his second wife. His first wife died, Rodney Dangerfield. He's with his second wife, and his son's in college. He's not doing well, so he decides, because he's got loads of money. He decided he could buy his way into college, and he gets up to all stuff, like gets up to all fun stuff. So really, this song's really good as well. Unfortunately, Rodney Dangerfield died about 5 or 6 years ago. He was a really good actor, really funny, and yeah, it's just a really good film, and yeah, definitely recommended. Right, that was it for my 80s teen collection for now. Obviously, I missed out obvious ones like The Goonies, The Outsiders, but I will review them later on because they're not in my. I can't really get them at the moment because I've got such a big collection. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me what you think of this video. What do you think I can improve? What can I do better? Yeah, just leave any comments. Until next time. See ya.
I was serious, my love was furious.